Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another little random rants vlog thingy-majig. And today, you know, I just noticed, like, I guess I might have this thing of going, hey, look at this good character, this protagonist. Let's talk about them being evil. I did that with Rey in the Star Wars universe, so let's, bring all that lovely enthusiasm to the Game of Thrones universe. Now I'm just going to say this started off with, this is purely going to be about the TV show. I have not read the books, and I do not plan to start reading them until after the show at the earliest, just because from what people have been saying, there's basically these two, there's the book's timeline and the show's timeline, and I just know that I might get them, it might just drive me a little, yeah, it just won't be good for me to follow one or the other. Plus, they're like, oh, Theon Greyjoy is much more broken in the books, and that's like the hardest storyline for me to follow in the show. It's just so heartbreaking that, like, so yeah. So anyways, this is only going to be about the show, so. But if you do have any comments from the books, you can comment below. Just, be aware this isn't about the books. Anyways, Daenerys, she started off as sort of the good guy, just kicking butt. But, what if instead of being this great face of justice, she goes a little too much crazy? And I'm going to admit first off that what sort of made me go, Daenerys, I just think you're a little too arrogant, is that the whole thing about her exiling Jorah. I mean, here, okay, none of these characters are really perfect. Let's get that out of the way. But the thing is, he was extremely loyal to her. He would probably fucking, if she had asked him, hey Jorah, to prove my loyalty to me, chop off your dick, he would probably do that in an instant. And so instead of really considering everything that was going on in that situation, she, just exiled, like, okay, I'm just so fucking pissed off. And I can understand, okay, this guy that you trusted, that was one of your most loyal advisors, turns out to be lying to you, was spying on you before. So I understand, it's totally right to be pissed off, but yeah, I don't know. And then it might be me being paranoid, but it's like when Jorah went, bad shit really went down. And so it just really shows some arrogance in her to go, I'm just going, this feels right at the moment, so I'm not really going to consider. Luckily, after he was exiled the second time, he still, when Daenerys was captured, he still risked his life for her. And then, that whole, like, oh yeah, if Grayscale is like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. That really cures that, Daenerys. That really cures that. Like, you found the fucking cure for Grayscale. Good for you, bitch. So it's just, I really actually got really sour with her after that. So I should probably, in the future, make a little vlog about my feelings on that. So it's just, I can actually go off and rant instead of just having to be contained during part of a vlog. Comment below if you'd be interested in that or not, and no matter your response, I may or may not do it. Anyways, Daenerys has a certain recklessness to her. She's never really gone through a problem that she hasn't just blasted through. She's never gone through an incident where she has to be humble, where she has to focus on the fact that she can't just get out of this, that this isn't something she can quickly and easily break out of, that she has to make compromises, that she can't just go all out the way she likes to. She can't suddenly kill all the calls and come out through the fire unscathed. She actually has to do some diplomacy, which is she's really lacking. And if she continues down this road of just getting what she wants whenever she wants, having no humility like that, and having no humility can make it extremely easy for anyone just to decide, hey, I can do whatever I say goes, I can decide whatever I want, I know what's best for people. So I can definitely see that, that going towards madness without any, as I said, without any humility, without really having to think or consider your actions. I mean, she's like, I have fucking dragons, I can do what I want. No, you really can't. So yeah, she really needs to learn some fucking humility. And I mean, when she was captured by the Dothraki, I was really hoping that she would go through some experience where she had to, learn to be humble, where she wasn't so brash and rash. She had to actually consider all of her options, and her breaking out would be more about diplomacy, tactics, than just outright, I'm going to burn some shit down. I would really prefer that, but oh god, she needs to. Someone needs to fucking rein her in, and quickly. Someone. Because, yeah, as I said, as I keep on saying, and like in a broken record, if she doesn't learn how to be humble, if she doesn't learn how to be diplomatic, if she doesn't learn how to rein herself in, if she, makes it to Westeros, will it really be better than, the Lannisters and, the High Sparrow? I mean, if there's this girl here that believes she can do whatever, whenever, without any restraints, if she doesn't like you, she's fucking, yeah, goddamn. And while I would sort of, I sort of like, Mad Queen storylines, sort of, crazy Daenerys, evil Daenerys, just because it's sort of nice to see you rooting for this protagonist all the time, just to suddenly then to be the villain. Besides that, it just sort of makes sense, as I said. No humility, no real sense of diplomacy, no experience with having to compromise and use brains over brawn, and be in a position where you aren't the top dog. Now it'd be really easy for her to just go over. But I do hope that she doesn't stay that way. I do hope if she, does turn evil for a bit, that there's some redemptive arc for her. Because, I wouldn't like Daenerys to stay evil forever. Hey, this Game of Thrones isn't exactly the show where happy shit happens, Yeah. So my final thoughts on this are that I like an evil Queen Daenerys, and it's at the same time, I know I'd just be like, no, I didn't mean it like this, I didn't mean it like that, no. So, please comment below with what you think. Do you want evil Daenerys on the show or not? Please tell me why or why not, and, you know, let's have a nice nerdy conversation. And I have been Jashikins owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. And if you go to my lovely bloggity blog, you can see wonderful vlogs like this. Sometimes I actually make sense during them. Sometimes you get whatever the fuck this was, really. And there's a poll to vote on, and there's a dragon to be named, and I'm now doing surveys, and they're always focused on stuff relating to my blog, and the current survey is just like a yearly blog checkup thing I'm doing now, and I'll do it earlier next year, but this is the first, but I just started doing surveys, and like I have to start off with this one. So if you have, you know, read my blog, watched my blog for a little bit, please, you know, vote in the survey. Thank you. I love you all. And the next series of links I'm going to be mentioning, if you're watching on the YouTube's, links are in the description, and if you're watching this on my blog, links are on the sidebar thingy somewhere. Ooh, so mysterious. But I do a web series called Chronicles of Gaia, and it's sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, totally awesome. And so if you want to read all the chapters in the main series for free, you can. But if you donate to my Patreon, once there's a preview for the upcoming chapter, you can view it right then and there instead of having to wait. And you can also get bonus content, including bonus chapters and behind the scenes stuff that are totally awesome. And you donate to my Patreon for that. And if you're like, hey, I'm sort of interested in donating to your Patreon, but I don't really give a shit about Chronicles of Gaia, got you covered. If you donate to my Patreon for $1 a month, you get updates on my ebooks, $5 a month, a 30-minute exclusive vlog featuring moi, and every now and again there'll be Patreon exclusive reviews. I'm trying to keep, you know, 99.9% of my blog free, but so there won't be that many that often. But still, there will be some good ones there every now and again, like my review for Star Wars The Force Awakens. That was a Patreon exclusive review. And I also do commissions via Fiverr, and I have a cafe press shop. And until next video, goodbye.